Okay. Today, we're going to practice scales, the scales we just learned in the lecture in Sibelius first. Again, the reason why after having learned the theoretical aspect of what scales are, how to spell them, it's very important to connect your sensory system through the playback in Sibelius first to make the connection between theory and practice. So this is the practice part, and we're going to do this together in this video. You should be starting your Sibelius first now. I already started that. So let me just go to my desktop and share screen. Okay. So now I have my Sibelius, and this time when it opened, I would like you to select the piano. Okay, it's not the treble clef, not the bass clef. Select the piano score. You don't have to worry about any of this. Just say create. Okay, now we have an untitled score. I'm gonna pull my head over here a little bit. Don't really need this. So this is our first document, and we're going to save it first. I'm gonna call this practice scales on the desktop, and that's fine. All right, it says full score, first score. This is good. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. All right, first thing is right click, go to text, go to title, type in title, practice scales. Next, right click, go to text, and go to composer. Type your name. All right. Next, we're going to the tab view. Click on the tab view, and let's make sure the keypad is checked, and let's turn on the keyboard. Fantastic. Okay, and then that's it. That's all we have to do right now. And first thing first, we're gonna need a time signature. Right now, it's 4/4. 4/4 means there are 4 quarter notes in a bar, also known as in a measure. So we're going to change that today. We're going to be a little adventurous. So type letter T for time signature. Type letter T. We have time signature. And today we're going to be a little more adventurous. We're going to go to more options. And then we're going to do other. And we're going to do 10 quarter notes in a bar. 10 quarter note in a bar. And say okay. And then your mouse point is blue. That means click anywhere to change it. There you go. So I clicked at the beginning and I changed it. So right now we have the first bar defined as there are 10 quarter notes in a bar. Okay, so next thing is, I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Perfect. So the next thing, you can, by the way, zoom in, zoom out by typing command plus or command minus. Apologize, I don't really know the Windows shortcut for this, but you can always look up your shortcut by going to the help menu and go into Sibelius reference guide. And so this should pop up. And then you just type in shortcut. And then all the keyboard shortcuts are here. And then you can look it up. There's also sometimes you can find your there's a form. There's sometimes a form they listed. Keyboard shortcut. You can investigate what these are. Okay, so all right, we're gonna close that for now and go back to our file. First thing first, we have a keyboard here. Make sure that your speakers are turned on, that when you play this keyboard, that you're hearing it. And middle C, you're hearing the middle C. And you're hearing everything. Aha, all the C's are there. Good. So first thing first, we're going to type a C major scale. Select your first bar, type letter N, like Nancy, for note entry. As you can see here, quarter note is automatically highlighted. We don't have to do anything. We just have to go to the keyboard and start typing. So C major scale is, just click those notes in. Fantastic. Now, hit escape, 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 escape. Hit it a few times. Right now, what we have here is a C major scale. Now I would like you to change the last C. Click on it and you can hear it. And then it is highlighted on the keyboard. Highlight this and go to the keypad and change the quarter note to the half note. Okay, and now I would like you to give this, I guess this entire document, a tempo marking. Today, we're only going to use metronome marking. Okay, so the way to do it is, I only know the shortcut, but I'll try to find this here. Text, tempo, right here. So again, right click, go to text, and go to tempo. Click on tempo. Your cursor turns blue. Click right above your time signature. There we go. And now there's a blinking cursor. Before you do anything, right click, brings up this menu, and then you want to select, select the quarter note. Type quarter note equals, let's say 60, just for the sake of it. And then escape, escape. All right, so we got ourselves a C major scale with the last note being a half note. And this is a quarter note rest, as you know. And so this bar, now you can hear it. And it sounds like this. Space bar and little play. Okay, that is our first bar. And this playback line is very very annoying, but you don't have a choice, so it's okay. We'll just leave it there. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to type the same scale in bass clef, but descending. this, we're going to label it C major scale ascending. Okay. You can type text in just by, I use the shortcut, but you can always just right click, go to text, and just say staff texts and just say plain text. And then you can type any kind of text. Major scale. All right. So we're going to do C major scale descending in the bass clef. Same thing. You're going to move your mouse to this bar, highlight this bar, one click, type letter N for note entry. Now you see that the quarter note is automatically highlighted, and that's fine. And we're going to go to the keyboard and type in the middle C, and then descending. Do, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re. And this time, if you want to get fancy, you can go to your keypad and select half note, and then click your last note. Voila! Then you got your half note. All right. And this is still hyperactive. What do we do? Escape key. Escape, escape, escape. Press the escape key. Very nice. Okay, this is our C major scale. And the next bar, so now we're going to select this bar line. And we're going to click Enter, which makes a line break. All right. The next bar, we're going to do a G major scale. And this G major scale in accidentals. Very different. We're not using key signature. We're using G major scale in accidentals. All right. So going to select the bar, type the letter N. Quarter note is automatically selected. But which octave? Well, the choices are either this one or this one or this one. So don't let any of this limit you. You'll go into ledger lines. You know, there's all these ledger lines, and that's not the end of the world. But for today's purpose, I am only going to do the middle octave in G major. So we're gonna find the G on the keyboard. Here we go. Sol, la, si, do, re, mi. It's an F sharp, G, and this time I'm gonna also select. There you go. All right, and then escape. We escape. Ascending in accidentals. Next, below, we're going to do the same. G major scale, descending in accidentals. Select and type the letter N for note entry. And this time, we're going to do this octave that's below middle C. Same thing. And quarter note is highlighted. Always check here to make sure that you're entering quarter note. Of course, one day you're going to say, well, I don't want to be entering quarter note. And that's fine too. And let's just do that. Let's just do eighth note today. All right, so we selected eighth note. So every note that you input from now on is going to be the eighth note. So let's start in the octave below middle C in descending, okay? So an F sharp, mi, re, do, si, la. And last one, well, we're just gonna put it in there and then escape once you leave the note highlighted. And this time you can actually change this note in any note value. And in this case, I don't recommend it just because it's musically makes more sense to keep the beams together. Okay, so right now our grouping is very nice, 4 plus 4. And mathematically speaking, if you want this to be longer, the correct notation would be tie it and just typing another G. That would be selecting the quarter note and come here and say G. So that means this G is the duration, the length for this G, the last G, is 3/8 notes. Okay. All right. So this is a G major scale ascending in accidentals right here. Next, in the next bar, we're not going to do anything yet, but we're going to do this not in accidentals, but in key signature. In order to give this a key signature, we're going to type letter K for key signature. Type letter K, and the G major is right here. So we're going to do this, and your cursor is now in blue, and you just click in this bar, and there you go. You have a G major key signature, which means F is always sharped unless otherwise stated. Okay, so this time I'm gonna give it a new time signature. Type T for time signature. Let's do 3/4 just for the fun of it. No, I just want that bar. Just this bar. So type T, and there we go. All right, just this one bar. Feel free to select this bar line and click enter. That'll give you much more room to just keep the G major in one staff. Okay, so we're going to select this bar and type the letter N for note entry. And this time we're going to select, let me think, 16th notes. We're going to select 16 notes. So everything we type from now on is going to be in the note value of 16th notes. So we're going to move this up an octave, and we're going to start, instead of in this octave, let's have fun with it. Let's start on this octave. Okay. Aha. So this time, don't forget, you're also doing this. And if you do this, look at that. It'll give you that F natural, and then it'll be wrong, right? So, yeah, this. Anytime you do anything you don't like, just Command Z, undo it. No big deal. Command Z. Okay, so this is the and since I've got it, I can continue or escape. I escaped, and then going to bass clef, and we're going to do a descending note entry. Choose 16 notes, and this time we're going to click the G right into the staff first. You could do that as well. So you just click this G, and this G is here. Yeah, and then continue. Is practice that this note on the staff in the bass clef correspond to this G on the keyboard. All right, next note is F sharp. Nice. All right, escape, escape. Very nice. So at this point, you have put in good, I would say, so 2 scales. And you can feel free to just click on a note and just get to know it. Something like that, you know, doesn't doesn't have to be music, but just get to know the relationships. And in the most fundamental way, we could get to know the distance between the notes, i.e. intervals, by clicking on them. And then that's a major third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, major sixth, major seventh. That's an octave. Okay, so going back. Oh, we can go to this one. It's a minor second, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth. That's a minor sixth. That's a minor seventh. And you got your octave again. Okay, so this is kind of the 2 basic mode that we spell our scales. One is spelling the scale in accidentals. And the other is using key signature. Now, you can get very fancy and say, next, I'm going to spell a, what's a very, I'm going to spell a B flat major scale in accidentals. Okay? The principle is the same. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Yeah. Again, whole note, half note, whole note, whole note, whole note, half note. So let's get rid of this key signature. What you can do is type K for key signature and go to C major and click on this. And then you got your C major. All right, we're back to the time signature, but this time let's just practice changing time signature again. So this time I'm going to make these 3 bars into a new time signature. So how do we select that? We can select the first bar, hold your shift key and select right here. Then you get your multiple bars, okay? And type the letter T for time signature. And this time, let's do 2-4. All right. And we're going to spell again the B flat major scale. All right. B flat major would mean that we start with B flat. Select the bar, type the letter N for note entry. A good note value is going to be Let's see. Eighth note. Eighth note would be good. Eighth note. Okay, eighth note. We have it. And let's go to the keyboard. Select B flat to begin the first note. Tonic, that's the first note in B flat major. Whole tone, we go to here. Whole again. And a half note would be an E flat. Whole again. Whole note again. Whole note again. And a half note. There you go. Now you have a B flat major scale. All right, so in order to do the descending at the bottom, what we're going to do is this time we're going to click it in, right? Click it in, meaning right now, if I just click this, you'll see it's actually not going to be a B flat because that's going to be a B natural, right? Because there's no accidental. Accidental is only temporary. It only temporarily, it only works in the same bar. Temporarily modifies whether the flat or sharp of a note. So we're going to undo. So what do you do then? Well, we have to go and select the flat first. Now this note comes with the flat. Got that? All right. So the next note has to be a half step. Whole step. Whole step. Whole step. Oh, has to be an E flat. So I go here, I click on the flat, and here's the E flat. And the next one has to be a half step. Whole step. And whole step, that means it's gonna be a B flat again. So flat. Yeah. So this is pretty and clicking in is very time consuming. It's a different kind of trouble. I don't recommend it. I'm still gonna urge you to play on the keyboard. Okay, so let's select the 16th notes and let's just play whatever it is that comes to your mind. For me, what comes to my mind is okay, so that's just an example. You can just play with it in the key, in the scale, whatever it is you want. Improvise if you want, and then hit escape, and then find out where your playback line is. It's right here. Or you can just select all of this and just type the word P to play from here. There you go. All right. Space bar will stop to play. So for this to work, and here's a really neat trick for our next thing, is that let's see what happens if we just cut and paste all of this into a new bar which has the key signature. Okay, so for this next bar, I would like you to type letter K for key signature. And then we're going to select a B flat major right here, B flat major. And then we're going to click the key signature in. And at this point, I would like you to select this bar, highlight this bar, hold the shift key, and then select this bar as well. So now 2 bars are highlighted. And then I would like you to point your mouse, the cursor right here, hold the option key, hold it, and just click. Here you go. You have just copied and pasted the same music here. As you can see, the accidentals disappeared because this is a B flat major scale in key signature. The B and E's are flat. And let's confirm if this is the case. We're going to play this. There you go. Okay. As easy as that. And click on a bar line and click enter. So right now, what we're going to do is just review all of this. This is applicable to all the 12 keys in the tonal system. For example, if we're going to do very advanced stuff here, type letter K for key signature. Let's just pick one. Well, yeah. Well, no, we're in major, minor, major key. So let's just pick 5 flats, just for the fun of it. And this is a D flat major. So what you're gonna do, what you can do, this is very advanced, of course, but the principle applies. You highlight the bar, and then you select, you type N for no entry, and this is quarter note selected. That's fine. And D flat major starts with D flat, D flat, and whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step. Here you go. So, and if we're going to do this in accidental, very easy. You just go to key signature, type K for key signature, go to C major, click it here. So all of this will be canceled. This is a natural. So all of this will be canceled. Same thing. Click on this bar, highlight this bar, type letter N for note entry, and you got yourself a quarter note highlighted, and starting with D flat. D flat, oh, it's saying it's C sharp. No worries. No worries. Just type enter and it'll change to D flat. That's called inharmonics. Don't have to worry about that. Next is an E flat because it's a whole step. That's correct. Whole step followed by a half step. It's still telling you it's F sharp. No, that's not correct. That's not correct in the scale. So we press enter. You can switch back and forth, which it's the same note on the keyboard, but it's just spelled differently. They're called inharmonic equivalents. And so we want the G flat. Next is A flat. It's not registering as A flat. That's okay. And we make it A flat. There you go. And you got your D flat. So let's hear it. Type letter P for play from highlight. There you got it. Okay, so the homework is just replicate this page. And of course, you don't have to do the D flat major. This is very, very advanced. But please continue this exercise. What needs to happen after this is F major. So what needs to happen after this? Let's just get a few more bars in here. Is F major, D major, F major, D major. That's it. Yeah. So you need to know key signatures up to 2 sharps and 2 flats. So D major is 2 flats. B flat major is 2, D major is 2 sharps. B flat major is 2 flats. F major is 1 flat. G major is 1 sharp. And then there is the C, okay? And this is just the major scales. We haven't even touched the minor scales yet. Okay, that's it. So this should take you no more than half an hour to 45 minutes to complete. That's it. Have fun.